Hi lovely people, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Laura, menopausal mum, and I've proved that you can thrive rather than just survive during menopause. And today I wanted to talk to you about having a mindful menopause. So we're going to talk today about the theory, and then I've also attached a little bit of an energy check-in sort of meditation mindfulness practice, 6 minutes for you to experience, just to add to the process. So basically talking today about mindfulness. So last week we talked about how our lifestyle can really impact on our menopausal symptoms, and it's no wonder really is if you look at our society today, constant pressures to do, lots of inputs coming in and distractions, and it can be hard to manage our stress levels and feel calm in this kind of hectic life. Now, it's really important because a lot of statistics suggest that 7 out of 10 of us are stuck in what we call a stress response cycle. And that's why the amygdala, or the reptilian part of the brain, is in control. And that's part of our flight, fight or freeze system, which goes back to ancient times, the system that allows us to deal with any oncoming danger. The problem is that lots of things that go on today, like in terms of even an email you might read, might trigger you in the same way. People get stuck in that constant cycle of stress and don't get to recalibrate through the accompanying system, because we have 2 stress response systems, which is our parasympathetic system, which allows us to calm down after a period of stress. And we can access that system through breath work, through mindfulness. And it's really important in times like menopause, when our hormones are rife and we're struggling, to have that kind of process where we can recalibrate our brain. And in fact, we talk a lot, don't we, about physical health, but how much do we do to help work our brains better and give them that sort of resting so that they can come back stronger? Now, our brains are designed to keep us safe, so they're naturally going to ruminate and overanalyze, which is why it is important to have some way of calming down. We have, believe it or not, between 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, a lot of which are not helpful. And we also operate on autopilot, which means that often we're not aware, we're just going through the motions. So often emotions can come up and we're not even aware of them because we don't have that opportunity to reset. So actually having some kind of mindful practice, and there's so many out there, you can choose from so many different ways to relax and calm your nervous system. You've got yoga, Reiki, Tai Chi, all sorts of stuff that you can do, and you can find something that suits you. But if you do, you'll be giving your brain that reset. You'll be calming down, being more emotionally regulated, taking the time to improve your concentration and your focus. And again, the most important thing is calming that nervous system down. So I really advocate, and it's something that we do on all of our courses, we really advocate for women to kind of check in with their energy regularly, find some kind of practice to reduce stress, and start to become, through that process, more aware of their thoughts. Because let's face it, we're brought up with all sorts of conditioning that we're often trying to get rid of, and that's something that I do a lot of work with people to actually challenge a lot of these beliefs, which points to having some kind of meditation or mindfulness practice, because a lot of the suffering that we experience is to do with our minds and our thoughts. There's lots of free stuff that you can use out there. Deepak Chopra at the moment is doing a abundance and manifestation meditation series, which I'm enjoying at the moment, which you could tap into. There's also an amazing app called Fit Mind, which I absolutely adore and sell to everybody. It's about £50 a year. I found it a while back. I've done it several times, and that takes you through a complete program of meditation with mini talks that are digestible, a couple of minutes each day, and then practices around contemplation, relaxation, meditation. Highly recommend. You've got things like our insight timer. So it's really important to just be aware. So my top summary points are really that we live in a frantic world. We're very busy, we have lots going on. It's even harder in menopause, and we know we need to manage stress because of the increase in cortisol. So it is so vital that you take some time to find a practice where you can take some time out for your brain to reset, to calm down, and to tap into that relaxation response, so that we're not constantly fired up, because it has long-term health implications and we just get frazzled and overwhelmed. I hope you've enjoyed that talk. I'll be back next week with another interesting topic to do with menopause. But for now, have an amazing Wednesday. Listen to the little energy check-in meditation if you've got time. But if not, I'll see you soon. Bye.